friends. Today I'm going to read a story to you called Too Many Tamales. And this is one of my favorite stories. So I'm going to read you a little summary of what it's going to be about before I read it so you kind of know what to expect, okay? So it says, Too Many Tamales is the story of a girl named Maria who together with her moms makes some tamales, which is a type of Mexican food that's wrapped up in a corn husk. Wrapped up in the husk of corn. When Maria's mom isn't looking, Maria decides to borrow her diamond ring for a minute. But later, Maria thinks she might have lost the diamond ring in one of the tamales. Oh, look at their faces. Oh dear. So let's find out how Maria's going to solve the problem about finding her mother's ring. Let's find out, is it really in one of these tamales? Oh no. Let's find out. It's called Too Many Tamales. Here we go. Snow drifted through the streets, and now that it was dusk, Christmas trees glistened in the windows. Oh, it's Christmas time there. Maria moved her nose off the glass and came back to the counter. She was acting grown-up now, helping her mother make tamales. Their hands were sticky with masa. "That's very good," her mother said. Maria happily kneaded the masa. She felt grown up wearing her mother's apron. Her mom had even let her wear lipstick and perfume. "If only I could wear Mom's ring," she thought to herself. Look at, they look very happy. Maria looks happy helping her mom. They have their aprons on, making the tamales together. Maria's mother placed her diamond ring on the kitchen counter. Do you see it? Maria loved that ring. She loved how it sparkled like their Christmas tree lights. When her mother left the kitchen to answer the telephone, Maria couldn't help herself. She wiped her hands on the apron and looked back at the door. What do you think she's going to do? She's going to try that ring on? Let's see. "I'll wear the ring just for a minute," she said to herself. The ring sparkled on her thumb. Look at how happy she looks. She's so happy to have that ring on her finger. Maria's mother returned to kneading the masa, her hands pumping up and down. And on her thumb, the ring disappeared. Then it would reappear in the sticky glob of dough. Her mother returned and took the bowl from her. "Go get your father for this part," she said. Then the three of them began to spread the masa onto the corn husks. Maria's father helped by plopping a spoonful of meat in the center and folding the husk. He then placed them in a large pot on the stove. They made 24 tamales as the windows grew white with delicious smelling curls of steam. They cut out pictures from the... Oops, did I skip a page, friends? I think I might have. Yes, I did. I'm sorry about that. I skipped a page. A few hours later, the family came over with armfuls of bright presents. Her grandparents, her uncle, her aunt, and her cousins, Dolores, Teresa, and Danny. Maria kissed everyone hello. Then she grabbed Dolores by the arm and took her upstairs to play, the other cousins tagging along after them. Sometimes when your family comes over, all the kids go upstairs and play. They cut out pictures from the newspaper, pictures of toys that they were hoping that were wrapped and sitting underneath their Christmas tree. As Maria was snipping out a picture of a pearl necklace, a shock spread through her body. "The ring!" she screamed. Everyone stared at her. "What ring?" Dolores asked. Without answering, Maria ran to the kitchen. What did she realize, friends? She realizes she doesn't have the ring on and she doesn't know where it's at. How do you think she feels? Maybe worried? She doesn't know where it's at. The steaming tamales lay piled in a platter. The ring is inside one of the tamales, she thought to herself. It must have come off when I was kneading the masa. Dolores, Teresa, and Danny skidded into the kitchen behind her. Help me, she cried. They looked at each other. Danny piped up first. What do you want us to do? Eat them, she said. If you bite something hard, tell me. So she says, we're going to solve this problem by eating all the tamales and finding the ring. The four of them started eating. They ripped off the husks and bit into them. The first one was good. The second one was pretty good. But by the third tamale, they were tired of eating them. Keep eating, Maria scolded. Corn husks littered the floor. Their stomachs were stretched till they hurt. But the cousins kept eating until only one tamale remained on the plate. Do you think the ring's in that last tamale? I'll keep my pages stuck. This must be it, she said. The ring must be in that one. We'll each take a bite. You first, Danny. Danny was the youngest, so he didn't argue. He took a bite. Nothing. Dolores took a bite. Nothing. Maria took a bite. Nothing. She took a deep breath and slowly, gently bit into that last mouthful of tamale. Still, nothing. Didn't any of you bite something hard? Maria asked. Danny frowned. I think I might have swallowed something hard, he said. Swallowed it? Maria cried, her eyes big with worry. She looked inside his mouth. Teresa said, I didn't bite into anything hard, but I think I'm sick. She held her stomach with both hands. Maria didn't dare look into Teresa's mouth. She wanted to throw herself on the floor and cry. The ring was now in her cousin's throat, or worse, his belly. How in the world could she tell her mother? But I have to, she thought. Oh no. She gonna go tell her mother the truth? What really happened? She could feel tears pressing to get out as she walked into the living room toward where the grown-ups were talking. They clattered so loudly that Maria didn't know how to interrupt. Finally, she tugged on her mother's sleeve. What's the matter? Her mother asked. She took Maria's hand. I did something wrong, Maria sobbed. What? Her mother asked. Maria thought about the beautiful ring that was now sitting inside of Danny's belly and got ready to confess. Then she gasped. The ring was on her mother's finger, bright as ever. The ring! Maria nearly screamed. Maria's mother scraped off a flake of dried masa. You were playing with it, she said, smiling gently. How do you think Maria's feeling when she sees that ring on her mom's finger? I bet she's feeling very happy, like, thank goodness it's not lost. I wanted to wear it, Maria said, looking down at the rug. Then she told them about how they'd eaten all of the tamales. Her mother moved the ring a little on her finger. It winked a silvery light. Maria looked up and Aunt Rosa winked at her too. Well, it looks like we'll have to cook up another batch of tamales, said Rosa cheerfully. Maria held her full stomach as everyone filled into the kitchen, joking and laughing. At first she still felt like crying as she kneaded a great bowl of masa next to Aunt Rosa. But as she plumped her hands down, a leftover tear fell from her eyelash into the bowl, and just for a second it rested on her finger, sparkling like a jewel. Then Rosa nudged her with her elbow and said, "Hey, Nina, it's not so bad. Everyone knows that the second batch of tamales always tastes better than the first, right?" When Dolores, Teresa, and Danny heard that from the other side of the room, they let off a groan the size of 24 tamales. Then Maria couldn't help herself. She laughed, and pretty soon everyone else was laughing, including her mother. And when Maria put her hands back into the bowl of masa, the leftover tear was gone. She didn't need to be sad anymore. It was all okay. They found the ring, and everything was okay. So friends, where was Maria when she realized she didn't have the ring anymore? Where was she? Do you remember? What was she doing? She was up with her cousins in her room, remember? They were cutting out pictures of things that they wanted for Christmas. When Maria realized, "Oh, I don't have the ring. Where did it go?" Remember that? I wonder if Maria had asked to borrow her mom's ring before. Do you think she'd ever asked before? Do you think she'd say, "Mom, can I wear your ring?" Or do you think this was the first time that she really wanted to try it on? We don't know for sure. Could have been either one. Maybe her mom always says, "No, Maria, no trying on my rings." And then when Maria saw it there, she snuck it on. Or maybe Maria was so nervous to ask her mom to wear the ring she never asked before. Maybe she just would have asked, her mom would have said, "Sure, honey, you can wear it for a little bit." And then she would have been so worried about it. I don't know. We don't know for sure. Do you think Maria understands why her mother doesn't want her to wear the ring? Why do you think so? Sometimes those special rings on your mom or your aunties or your grandma or even your dad or your uncle's finger are very important to them, and they're very special to them. And so they want to try their best not to lose them. So that might be sometimes when you ask a grown-up if you can wear their ring, they might say no because they don't want to lose it. It's not because they don't want to share with you. It's just because they don't want to lose it. It's so special to them. So maybe that's why Maria's mom doesn't usually let her try on her ring, because she doesn't want to lose it. I don't know, maybe. But this is one of my favorite books, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to read it one more time in a couple of days, and I'll ask some more questions, okay? So thanks for reading with me today, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.